I'm Ilene Wood. Welcome to today's episode of Bag Lunch. We're continuing in the needlepoint theme. This time, however, showing some needlepoints that are much more contemporary. If you start with my feet, these are needlepoint slippers from a company called the Larkspur Company. And a number of different people do needlepoint shoes and slippers. Also notice my crazy socks from Russia. I thought it was a great opportunity to wear these because they're an homage to the rose pattern you see on these handbags. Here is a very classic needlepoint handbag that I have coordinated to wear with the shoes. Additionally, however, I recently purchased this handbag from the company called Joel's, and I bought it on Poshmark. And what's really interesting, it's a combination of needlepoint leaves and violets that are appliqued onto the background, and the background is covered, it's raw needlepoint canvas that has been covered with glue and glass beads, which creates a very interesting effect. And the bag itself is done out of brown velvet. And again, I think it's really fun to wear with my shoes. And as an aside, this handbag came through a woman at Poshmark who sent me a note saying that she has watched every episode of Bag Lunch, and she was pleased that this bag was going to be in my collection. So Sarah, not only is it in my collection, it's now on Bag Lunch. So thank you. This is a little clutch purse that was petty pointed by a woman, and she created a very unusual background that's called marled, which means you take two colors of yarn, in this case black and blue, and twist them together before doing the petty point stitches. And it creates this interesting kind of ombre pattern. This is a contemporary needlepoint purse. It's done in petty point, and it has a stylized branch with some blossoms and a butterfly. And when you turn the purse over, the branch has lemons. It's a lemon tree. This is another stylized petty point purse. This one with a very simple version of roses, done in really lovely colors. And speaking of lovely colors, this is a very stylized bouquet of flowers done in a minimal way with bright op art shades of orange and red and yellow. This is a purse that was created by a company called Clever Carriage, which I have mentioned before. And Clever Carriage does a lot of bags that feature needlepoint. This one being one of their most popular shapes. They call it the Mary Poppins bag. It's a large, eccentrically shaped satchel, and it's not very tall, but very wide. And what makes this one in particular interesting is that the traditional roses are done in blue, and they're set on a background of leopard spots. The trim of the bag is done in leather that is embossed to look like crocodile. And this final bag is not actually needlepoint at all. It's made out of tapestry. But the reason I show it here is this is a bag that was done by Ralph Lauren a number of years ago. And it's a bag that was meant to celebrate the look of needlepoint cushions, the traditional rose pattern you would find. So this bag is made in a tapestry, and the shape of it is really kind of fun in that this duffel shape is just like the Louis Vuitton Speedy. In fact, it uses the same naked leather for the handles and the tabs as you would find on the Vuitton bag. So it's really a fun mashup of a traditional designer bag shape out of an unusual fabrication. And this bag is particularly fond to me because the very first bag that I coveted when I was a teenager was the Louis Vuitton Speedy. But this is the one I got instead. So once again, thank you for joining us for today's episode of Bag Lunch.